Your neighbor is a pizzeria.
Dude, he bought this place. My pizzeria, the building, is owned by another pizzeria. Today, I write a check, my rent, to another pizzeria.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's bizarre, dude. It only happens to me, shit like that.
Dude.
I'm serious. Weird shit. He's cool, though.
He's a cool guy.
The following podcast is a Pie to Pie production.
Every slice tells a story.
Flat iron pepper. When you pop these peppers, you are going to know. You can smell it. You can feel it. You can taste it. They are liberating pizzerias from low quality pepper flakes. Stop finishing your pizza with crap. Head to flatironpepper.com and join the pepper flake revolution. This episode is brought to you by Maestro Sausage, the only sausage we use at Hot Tongue. They produce sausages specifically with pizzerias in mind. And you can tell. So if your sausage isn't hitting all the right notes, let Maestro lead the way. Slice is building tools now to support the independent pizzeria, and not just Slice users, but the independent pizzeria industry as a whole. Like us, they are telling the stories of the independent pizza shop owners and ultimately creating tools that help the small guy compete with the big chains. This business can be lonely, but with Slice, you can be in business for yourself, not by yourself.
There's like, there's kind of more of a soul to the restaurant than like your general like seasonal cash grab place.
Yeah. Well, you're here every day.
It's been 75 days straight. I started like 2 weeks before Memorial Day and then went all the way through till yesterday. Yesterday I took my first break. We closed down. I went to like a little...
Congratulations.
Thank you. I took a little...
That's insanity, dude.
There's a concert hall right down the road. Did like a Taylor Swift cover band. So I went with my daughter.
Oh, nice.
Make like a day out of it.
Hell yeah.
And you know, like all the locals are cool. Like all the business guys are, you know, you get like the little free pass to this and hey, come stop by my place. So like I got this portfolio for, you know, when we on our day off, I'm like, so hey, look at all this go-karts all day long and go on the rides. And then it was cool, man. But yeah, 75 days straight. That was rough. The nail in the coffin was I did like a pop-up in Fishtown in Philly. Mm-hmm. And then I came back and finished dinner service. And yeah, that one blew me out. That was like a 16-hour shift.
How many employees do you have?
I got like a prep guy. I have part-time guys, but like
you don't have like a real employee.
There's no like safety parachute. Like if the first one goes, you know what I mean? Just say your prayers.
Is that intentional?
Yeah. From the first year, the model was like the first year model was like, let's squeeze this sucker for all she's worth. I'll load it up with employees and we'll have everything. And I got this huge payroll and like heart palpitations at night and like the stomach medication's not working. And then you look at the numbers and how much like you made and I didn't really like, you know, where the business was going, like quality wise, vision wise. So we dialed it back and stuck with like what we originally wanted, where it's like a small batch bakery. There's not a lot of everything. You can't come like asking for like 10 dozen rolls. Like, you know what I mean? I'll do like a dozen here, a dozen there. And through aggregate, we'll kind of, you know, make our means at the end. But so this year, it's kind of like payroll's down to practically nothing. The numbers are really good. Quality's through the roof. It's pretty much, I just focused on, the numbers showed that it was like, not to sound pretentious, I really don't want to sound like this, but it was like 95% pizza. And I was on pizza. That was me. Dough, making it, service, dinner. And everything else was kind of like, I had chicken tenders for the kids. Italian hoagies. And the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. Uh-huh. Like that back area that wasn't pizza didn't really generate enough to where I said, all right, let's focus on that next year. It was like,
Yeah, we gotta really up the chicken tender game.
it was like, yeah, I don't see that being like something we should really put our guns on. Let's kind of turn everything to quality, squares, rounds. It's labor intensive too. Those squares take like 6 hours to do a batch.
Yeah.
And that's not including mixing. That's just like pulling the dough out of the walk-in and getting it in the pans and pressing it out and baking it. It's about 6 hours.
Is it a 24-hour ferment or anything?
Yeah, so I'll mix it and it'll sit in the fridge for one whole day.
Yeah.
Like about 36 hours. And then we're kind of like always one day behind. So you know how we'll keep everything in tandem. The old stuff's going first as we rotate. Luckily, I have like a good prep guy that helps out with that. I mean, it was 6 hours of prep a day. It was killing me. So he helps out with that. And I'm still on a 12-hour shift, but it's better than an 18-hour shift.
Well, you said that like the numbers are like up, but how's the quality of life?
Oh no! So here's the thing: like all winter long, this place is steady, but I'm like with my kids all winter, even in the shoulder months. Like I'm with them all the time, and I really focused on like seeing my family. And there is a little sacrifice where, like I guess a little less than 100 days out of the year, you don't see them that much.
Summer.
But I mean, dude, the rest of the year I'm up their ass, bro. They want me to leave sometimes.
Like, is it summer yet?
Yeah, Dad, go. I thought the shop's open. I'm like, nope, it's closed today, brother. We're gonna fucking play all day. And they're like, on there trying to get on their screens and shit. I'm like, no. It's Cape May Zoo. Let's make a day out of it.
Do you live here?
Margate.
You live in Margate?
Yeah, I lived in Ocean City for 7 years, and then I've lived on the other Barrier Island for, I guess we've been about 12. Ever since I married my wife, so I don't know. Oh no, it's 10 years.
How many kids you got?
2 that I know of. There's like some girlfriends down south where
who knows,
you look at the photo and you're like, and you do the math and you're
dude, you've been making pizza for a long time.
25 years.
Yeah. And
as long as I've had since I got my Cinderella license.
I know the lore, dude. You crash your car.
Yeah. There's a lot more to that.
You became the pizza guy. Well, tell me, dude, because I know you had a restaurant in Philly.
Oh, sorry. No.
You start from the beginning. Mac and Manco. They're now it's Manco and Manco. Those people went to jail.
Mm-hmm. And he's crushing it too. Like I went there yesterday in like that little middle hour, like 2:00. Got a slice real quick. Then we went to that show, and it's done at like right around dinner time. Mm-hmm. You couldn't even get through the boardwalk. It was like they needed like a police guy walking them through. It was a line out the door. But I started working there, delivering. Just like my friend from high school said, if you want to come work there, we got an extra spot. And, I was like, what was I, like 17 years old, working like the weekends. There's like a 3-digit number in cash in your back pocket. You just can't. Like, it was the shit, dude.
Yeah.
And you're not really working, bro. I'm just driving around smoking cigs.
Well, I know.
And a lot of other stuff. But
I delivered pizzas for years.
Yeah.
Still my favorite job to this day.
And I'm making fun of the pizza guy because, like, when it's slow, you're just standing there making pizza boxes, doing the pizza, the delivery boy stuff. Like, they had us shredding cheese and shit. But you're watching him, kind of making fun of him through the monotony. Like, dude, I'm watching you do the same shit all day. Yeah, just kind of like, it was mostly, what was it? Like he was selling it to the people. You know what I mean? It was mostly like for show. It was all like a dog and pony show. He could just be stretching. I'm like, dude, you've been doing the same thing all day. I could probably do that. And he's like, come on, let's see if you can do it. I thought he was joking. And I'll never forget, dude, it was the weirdest thing, reaching your hand in that cheese bin for the first time. You know what I mean? Not that I'm a germaphobe. Like, I'm a clean guy. I always have nice, clean hands. But, like, 17 years old, and you're just, like, sticking it in there. It's all getting, and you're like, whoa, you guys fucking do this every day? It's like sticking your hand in a bunch of, like, tentacles the first time. I'll never forget that. But the first pizza came out pretty decent. Like, serviceable. Wasn't a Mac and Manco's pizza, but... And then... I'm like making pizza during the day, delivering it at night, clocking in at different like hourly rates. At 18, like they had to like talk with me and be like, dude, you got to pick one because, you know, everyone's complaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The delivery drivers are complaining. You're taking their hours. The pizza guys are complaining. So pick one. And I had a Jetta at the time. I was about to take a shit. So I just opted for pizza.
Smart.
Yeah, but it wasn't like clandestine. It was just out of some, you know, like
So usually how things work.
yeah, out of just
It was a
simplicity
necessity.
out of simplicity of life, where
Yeah.
it was like, I don't want to deal with that thing breaking down later. I'll just stay in here and
Yeah.
deliver. And at the time, they were opening up. They have another spot over the bridge, Manco and Manco 2, and so I helped spearhead that. That was a nightmare because I mean, they were trying to like reinvent the wheel. You know, after like 70, or no, it wasn't 70, but after like, after 50 years, that business was pretty much sound. Not really much need to be tweaked. Maybe you could like product pricing and everything, but don't. And that was one of those perfect storms where there was a new owner kind of, I get it, trying to make more money, be more lucrative.
Yeah.
Like I understand, but at some point, like you can't install a conveyor belt oven in the back when you've been selling stone baked pizza for, a couple decades.
Yeah.
So that was a
Makes
nightmare.
no sense.
We tried to make it work. I mean, had the dough
Press and everything.
machine and you need a guy.
No,
hand
dude, you need the
stretch.
dudes fucking stretching both
There's no
two pies
machine.
at the same time.
And peel it
just
out
fucking
really
ripping
weird.
it. Yeah.
Throwing it up. It's got to get a little bit of that salt in there. But
Get seawater.
so at the end, that was a good experience because you kind of saw the logistics of trying to reinvent something that, like, that place had a soul.
Yeah.
Like kind of there was this old world mentality behind it, and people respect that stuff. After that, it just started going delivery for like other people, but at the same time, still like my stock was high when you're a delivery driver who can make pizza.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was one of those,
anytime
like,
you can do a lot of things in a pizzeria,
there's
you're going to get used.
right when the eyebrows raised up. Oh, you make pizza too?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And there's, okay.
Oh,
so
I know.
it wasn't hard to get work back in like the early 2000s, being a short order cook. You can make pizza. You got a car that can deliver.
Yeah.
And I show up on time.
That's a golden boy right there.
Oh, you can get a job anywhere.
Yeah.
All along the Eastern Seaboard, you can get a job with those credentials. You don't even need references. If you're
No.
there at 9 a.m., you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. And they watch you slap out some dough. Yeah,
there you
you're
go.
in.
Mhm. Sink a few pizzas. That's what you like? Okay. We got
Yeah.
it.
You like this shit?
And then what happened after that? I started, short order cook was like my go-to doing work. And then it just started getting dark with, like, I don't know, drinking and drugs. But like I still
You feel heavy into that?
yeah, but I still like managed to make pizza, and like, I could still work on the line, just all,
Tweaked out?
Yeah, it wasn't ideal, but you know your limits. So there's some nights, you just kind of call it quits. You're like, I got to go home, boys, and they all know, like, fucking Tweaker Mike's like leaving early because he's fucking, buzzing out or something. But yeah, after a while, I did clean up. Luckily.
Some of us in the pizza industry might only know Slice from the online ordering app, which is still around, but Slice is doing a lot more these days. They're building tools now to support the independent pizzeria, and not just Slice users, but the independent pizzeria industry as a whole. They're telling the stories of pizza shop owners, creating resources, and ultimately products that help the smaller guy compete with the bigger chains. Slice now has an integrated POS system that's specifically designed for pizzerias. They're doing stuff like SEO, marketing, and full website build-outs, along with custom box pricing that you are going to get probably way lower than what you're paying for right now. They have a ton of resources for every owner. Buying power is a huge thing, especially when you're talking about big chains. And what Slice allows you to do is negotiate with suppliers and vendors to get a lower rate. That's what the Slice network allows. There's 24/7 tech support for customer care, and an extension of your staff is what they call it. This business can be lonely, as you all know if you listen to this podcast, but it doesn't have to be. With resources provided by Slice, you can be in this business for yourself, but not by yourself.
At the time, I was working as a radiologist attendant, like pre-screening people for fucking CAT scans and MRIs and X-rays and ultrasounds. And, you know, I was kind of on a downward spiral.
Wait,
but
you got out of the pizza game and did that?
yeah. And, and I would still jump on the line every once in a while because it was a 7 to 3. But yeah, it started getting so bad I could only work like 7 to 3 because I'm like, by 3 o'clock, I'm like fucking vibrating. I got to get home and just, you know, get fucked up. So
What was the drug of choice?
dude, so I stopped smoking crack. I got off crack, but I was on fucking heroin. And like at the time, this was like during that opioid epidemic where there's like the Rockasets.
All the Oxy and shit?
Yeah. Luckily, dude, I overdosed on an Oxycontin, but they became obsolete. They were hard to get when I started raging. Like they started trying to put the coating on it, and then they were gone.
Yeah.
They did have Rockasets. They had like, you get everything else. You know, it was just in limited forms.
Yeah.
But that fucked me up really bad. Somehow, to get off that, I thought it was the easiest thing to just switch to like alcohol, and it was more like publicly acceptable.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know. Like you show up, like I don't know. You show up to work early, and you need heroin. That's hard to work with. But like you show up smelling like alcohol. The guy was out late last night. You know what I mean? Like he stinks a little. What are you gonna do? Then after a while, it was hard to like hold up the lie. And I just had like a grand mal seizure one day at the hospital I was working at. Fucking woke up in the emergency room that I was working in. It was super embarrassing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think the seizure, they cut your clothes off. So like your fucking balls are out and shit.
Yeah.
And all these people that you know are working with you. And it was a horrific experience. But
Was that the turnaround?
9 rehabs later was the turnaround. Because you always think like, hey, man, I haven't done drugs or drank in like 6 days. Let's do a little drugs and drink.
Yeah.
And then you fucking back at it again.
Yeah.
So luckily I had really good help like at the time. Like, but it took nine rehabs to do it, you know. But I look back and I'm like, all these weird things that happened, like, and all the people that were in my life, it all worked out.
Yeah.
We're not over yet, but you know what I mean? So far.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. And so once I cleaned up, there was a trattoria in Northfield, like real trattoria, Neapolitans in the back. The chef didn't speak English. Like she was from Naples. And I went and like I applied kind of with like a fake resume. You know how it is. Fluff it up really nice.
Give it a
I
little
gave
fluff.
him like it was a down feathers pretty much. And they asked if I had made wood-fired pizza before, and I just thought that was the same as all the pizza I've made before, which was pretty much deck oven, serviceable. We call it island pizza. You know, cheese on first, get a hose. The hose pumps the sauce on there. And I thought, like, yeah, I answered the question yes, not meaning to lie, but I was like, I was lying pretty bad. that was not the truth in the end. And again, it wasn't like a super intentional. It was just I thought I knew and I didn't. So we started getting work in there. Again, it was tough because there's Neapolitans and Sicilians, a couple Mexicans. I'm like the only white guy American guy aside from some servers.
Yeah.
And even some of the servers are Neapolitan, like second gen. And again, group of beautiful people. But you know how it was. There's like a little cultural thing going on. And I wasn't delivering, too, on the pizza end. They're like, this guy can't. We see what he's doing, and he's not really making Neapolitan pizza. You know, we need a guy on the burners. We need saute. We need fryer. I heard that, and I'm like, fuck, dude, that's like a 911. Like, I'm not going back on saute.
Yeah.
I'll just die before I go back on burners.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's did something I never really done before in a job, where it's like, let's go home and like really do some research on what they're looking for, so I don't fucking have to work saute.
Yeah.
And you really start to see what they were trying to do, and it was a real scratch kitchen, like a real trattoria.
Yeah.
With like a philosophy, and like there was people that worked there that owned it that were passionate about what they were selling. And it was this small little menu, and it was like kind of hard to get in. It was honestly like one of those rainbow unicorns that you're not going to see around this area pop up again for a while. You know what I mean? Like the only can opened there was just the DOP Marzano can.
Yeah.
But everything else was like, nah, bro, go get some flour, nutmeg, and potatoes. Like, you know what I mean? Or like all the pasta was made from scratch. It was cool spot. So once I started getting in there, and I really, it was just me, bro. So there was like me, one of the saute cooks would jump on the pizza line for like 2 days a week. But it got to the point where like I'm posting every day these wood-fired pizzas, and I'm not telling people where I am. Because kind of like I didn't own the place. And
You're posting them on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when I first started.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it had like...
As the Pizza Jew?
Yeah.
Okay.
As the Pizza Jew. It has skylight and everything. And, it was beautiful photos, and started getting some recognition. Philadelphia Inquirer came, started blowing up. And then tragedy happened. I fell out with some of the members of the owners of the group. Not necessarily the back of house. I'm still cool with all the kitchen people. The other ones. You don't want to call them like silent partner, but it was like, I guess like the owner,
They didn't like you?
No.
Really?
No. Nobody likes me, really. After like a month, you'd be like, oh, fuck this guy, dude. He's going to be a perfect bachelor one day.
Well, dude, how is that? Like, you're bringing like, you didn't tell them where you were at. When you were posting all that shit.
Well, no, it was a bunch of stuff. Like we had like.
Are you a hard guy to work with?
Nah, no. I mean, it was just like there was some older people involved. You know what I mean? Like that silent generation was involved too.
So like some boomers?
No, older than that. What would that be? The silent
70, 80?
Yeah, the silent generation.
Okay. It's called the silent generation?
I think that's how it is. Yeah, the one right before. There's a couple left. There's some of them are cool. The ones that were like, flying planes in World War II. I was like, come sit down. I'm gonna have a beer with you, dude.
Yeah.
So the owner of that trattoria, he got popped for like a lot of highly documented stuff that, bro, I don't even want to talk about on this podcast. That's as far as we'll go.
All right.
But you know what I mean? It was one of those things where everything was suspect until, boom, all suspicions confirmed.
Yeah.
Right on,
okay.
Like
news articles and shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was it was a crazy experience. So we got out of there. I started doing pop-ups. I had called Gozney up during that little fallout where I saw these rock boxes were being made. I was like, bro, like, let me buy one from you guys. I sent an email out to...
So hold on. When you say you just hit up Gozney, did you find Tom Gozney's email and you're like, hey, Tommy, I need a couple of rock boxes?
Gozney's always been like a pretty cool like grassroots company, but they're very professional in their like the enterprise end.
Yeah, but you also were in a very early time. Like, it's grown quite before like a lot of things.
It was. They even told me straight up when I emailed, what is it? Someone at service@gozney.com or one of those.
Yeah.
And they said we don't do North America service yet. I was like, that's fine. I mean, whenever you do, email me, and we left it at that. Fast forward like 1 year later, I see on there, I follow them heavily, and I see like, hey man, we're gonna be selling to Canada and America, and I get like a little perturbed, and I screenshot it, and I screenshot my old email, and I send it to them again, be like, yo guys, come on man, like said you were gonna tell me, and they're like, what's your address? I'm like, got it, sweet. I don't know if I was the first one to get it in North America because I seen a guy in New York, he had one, but I don't know how he got it, dude. You know what I mean? One
Yeah.
of those like get someone in Europe to buy it,
Yeah.
or maybe get it on eBay. But I was the first one to really get one.
Did they send it to you for free?
The first one was on the house, but
Damn,
I
dude.
have bought them before, like because I need
Are
them
you
for display.
maybe one of the first Gozney influencers?
Yeah, 100%. They know that too. When I go and hang out with them, or when I see them at like a function, that's always brought up. You know, like
Yeah.
you were, and they had like this cool little studio kitchen that developed into like a bigger studio, and then they moved, and then it's like this huge, beautiful.
Where were most of those? Because there's a fair amount of your recipes for Gozney.
Yeah,
Where were those filmed?
All that was in Christchurch, England. Like
Okay, so
Dorset.
yeah, you went to England.
Yeah, I went to their studio, and it was dope because like the first time you see, there's like a bunch of people on computers, and then the next time you go, there's like the whole room's filled with motherfuckers on computers, and there's like screens everywhere, and then you go back and you're like, oh shit, this thing's, becoming something else, and now they have a headquarters in America, and it's like,
all the guys in Utah.
yeah, I still want to
Shout out
go.
Nate.
I still want to go back, man. Like I love that whole setup. Like where they're at in England, it reminds me of where we are right now.
It's like on the coast, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like this is where the people that live in the city go to vacation for a little bit. That's
Yeah.
like the same vibe. I mean, like those same. It's almost got like a Ocean City, Coney Island vibe.
Okay.
In the best way possible.
Yeah.
Some people might seem that as like derogatory, but no, in a good way. It's like, yeah, seasonal, coastal town, little whimsical. Definitely whimsical.
Yeah.
And so after that, I started doing my own pop-ups. That's where I really started to blow up on the scene because it was one of those things where you had to follow me to know where I was popping up around here.
What year is this?
2017,
16? Yeah.
2016, 2017. Yeah. And then I start doing these pop-ups where it's like, you got to follow me to know where I'm at because I'll post where I'm going to be. But after that, like if you don't follow me, you're just going to see a post from one of your friends the day after. You
And
know
was
what I
like,
mean?
were you calling was it just like a Pizza Jew pop up?
Dude, it was just me.
Yeah.
There was no like, and even like when I was doing private events, like people would say, come do my birthday or come. It was reference only. Like I wasn't really looking for work. It was kind of like if someone reached out to me, I'd say like, how'd you hear about me? And if it was someone who I didn't like, maybe I'm busy that day.
Yeah. And are you in Philadelphia, this area?
I still have my license to do catering in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I forgot about the Philadelphia thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I opened up a cocktail lounge in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Okay. You opened up that before the
was-
pop-ups?
After the pop-ups.
And that was like...
we're still trying to stay
that was
chronological?
10-10? No. So
So
it doesn't matter.
2017, you were doing the pop-ups. And then 2019, I opened up Bakeria, the first one.
Yeah.
And it's in this like little strip mall. It was a weird setup because it was like a strip mall that had a little bar in a town that didn't have a liquor license, but they just got a liquor license. And it was like one of those things that you won't really see pop up around here a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously a food hall, a liquor license there was like a cardiologist on the second floor. It was weird.
Interesting.
Bro. It was weird.
Okay.
And then the landlord of that place passed away, which was a hard professional thing to handle because it's like, I don't know, there's like this widow. I guess I'll send you flowers because I and the rent. I guess, right? I'm writing it out to you.
That's
now.
really nice.
I know, but I really felt bad. He lived on the island, and then he passed away. So they professionally kind of booted us out with,
Oh, shit.
that classic offer. It's kind of like take this number, or see you in civil court or see you in court for like what do you got? you got 18 months to come.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
litigation.
Because we got like
We got tons of lawyers, so
yeah, we're gonna
fucking plow you anyways.
I'm going to Florida.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But while you're in court, just make sure not to leave the state.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, take the offer, and it wasn't a bad deal.
Did you have partners there?
No, that was just me. I had I cashed out some like mutual funds.
Yeah.
It was one of those. I didn't have a plan B with that.
Well, was like the goal always kind of like a restaurant? Like when you were running the bakeria or the pop-ups and stuff, was this like the vision? Like to
I had gotten this vision where I wanted to do wood-fired pizza because of the Gozney, and I'm super passionate about Neapolitan pizza. Like I really love it. But you ever like listen to your favorite band too much?
Oh yeah.
It was kind of like that with
Yeah.
wood-fired pizza.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love this, dude. I love everything about how it's like got its own thing, but like I have to start doing something else.
Yeah, because you do the opposite of Neapolitan pizza here.
Yeah, right. It's like the anti-Neapolitan.
Yeah, it's almost it's like the
We went in
farthest
the
thing
other
from it.
direction, like
Yeah.
complete polarity shift. And then I had this square recipe that I was doing. Again, working the line 2017 when I'm doing the pop-ups. I'm still going to Sea Isle and cooking for like, you can ask for like a nurse wage in the summer. If you can run a kitchen,
Yeah.
on the islands, you just choose your price, for the most part. So I'm doing that, but I'm bringing these square pizzas, like monster full sheet pans worth of dough, testing out recipes, just dicking around. And that started the whole square thing. Because we would be like a family meal. I'd come in, they'd see me with my big bucket. Like, oh, Big Mike's got the fucking dough. Dump it out in like a sheet pan. It wasn't even like a piece, just like a normal aluminum sheet pan. About 1/4 inch of olive oil. Put it on top of the oven for like all service. Like literally would do lunch service with that thing sitting there. Come back, the fucker's like that high.
Yeah.
Bake it off. Chop it up in like these little pieces. You served most of the kitchen. You put some toppings on it. We had everything. And they were like, bro, you should sell this. And that's kind of how the squares came to be. Then I started doing research, and I was trying to shoehorn like Goldilocks, this like Roman style in there. But that's kind of its own thing. You can't be like, I got this like Roman style thick crust pan pizza. They're like, dude, you got hats on a hat.
Yeah, like easy, dude.
Too much
like,
stuff
chill.
going on. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
stay focused. So it is technically it's a modified baguette recipe, like a failed baguette that I pressed out in a pan, let it sit for 2 hours, cooked it off. I fell in love with it.
If your sausage needs aren't hitting all the right notes, then let Maestro lead the way. Maestro has been working closely with pizzerias for decades. They produce sausages designed specifically with pizzerias in mind. And you can tell, their Italian sausage crumbles look like they were handmade in your shop, and they will taste that way as well. With over 80 years in business, family owned and operated, the family is incredible, and so is their product. It's quality sausage with quality ingredients. Click the link in the show notes. A classical masterpiece awaits you. Back to the show. It's yeasted?
No, it's sourdough.
So then I also like read that, did you smuggle in some sourdough from Naples?
Yeah, so my wife's from Naples. She's only been here
Oh,
for
nice.
about...
Your wife's Italian?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, man, now
She's
you
only-
got real clout.
She's off the boat.
Damn.
I'm going to get canceled now for saying that.
No,
I'm
I
not
think
allowed
that's
to
still
say-
okay.
No, I don't know, dude. Some guy raised an eyebrow the other day.
When you said off the boat?
I'm like, not dude. It's
Did
my
she
wife,
take? Did
bro.
she take?
You know what I mean?
Did she take a boat here?
Plane. It was a
Okay,
plane.
I think
Just
you gotta
the
say
term.
fresh off the plane.
People are like, ooh, let's put some friction on my... What? And then...
Are you Italian at all?
now
Irish?
I'm Bohemian.
Bohemian?
Yeah, dude. Polish.
Polish?
Like
Me
where
too,
we're
dude.
where we're from in Poland, I think now it's like part of the Czech. After World War II, where we are is not technically Poland anymore.
Okay, yeah,
It's
things
all
changed
good,
around
though.
there. Yeah, my mom's maiden name is Zadarozny.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
very
Polish
Polish.
as fuck.
So we go by Fitzick, Fitzick, but it is originally Ficeek, Fishek.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Yeah.
Got a couple Poles that come in here, dude. Good people.
Good people. Great
Yeah.
people.
They're expats. They live in America now. I was like, oh, sweet, bro. Me too.
Did you meet you obviously met your wife on a trip to Naples?
At the Trattoria. Those Neapolitans.
Yeah.
She was one of them.
Okay.
So we had that, the employee bowling night.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
We still have them to this day, dude.
There's like families made from there's whole generations made from these family bowling or these employee bowling nights. So that was the start
That's
of that.
where the spark.
So we went to Naples. Her mom and dad lived there, so it was nice. You get to kind of hang out, and you don't fall into like the tourist traps or anything. Because like she would even call people out because I would be in a store and there'd be a guy, one of those sales pitches, and she'd walk up and yip a bunch of Neapolitan at him, and he's like, "Oh fuck." I thought you
He's
were
trying
like,
to sell you
well,
lemons.
I thought you were. Yeah, he's trying to sell me like olive oil, but it's just like a bottle of piss.
Yeah. You guys ever go to Sorrento?
Yeah, beautiful.
Amalfi Coast is beautiful.
That's where we had our honeymoon. We went to Positano and just got like one of those little rooms. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, like, it was bizarre because I had never been to Europe before that. And, dude, it was...
Well, you went to London, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's different, dude. You know what I mean, bro? That's not... That's England.
Yeah.
So, and I'm all into like their culture and the buildings and everything. And to them, it's just an everyday thing.
Yeah.
Like the gargoyle that's like from the 17th century.
I know.
Like, whoa, what the fuck? And like, oh, that piece of shit. Yeah, watch out. It's crumbling.
It breaks off every once in a while. Yeah, I know.
You cracking your head on stuff. And it's like these beautiful archways. And you're like, that's really low,
Yeah.
It's a cool spot. So got a shot glass, got some of their flour. I used some of their tap water. Apparently, you're not supposed to do that, but that's how I originally started the medium for the yeast in a little tiny shot glass.
Nice.
10 grams, stir, empty it out, put 1 gram in. 10 grams, stir.
Damn.
So I do that for a couple days, and it's like bubbling over. I'm like, sweet, we got it. I put a plastic wrap lightly on it, and I put a paper towel on it just to kind of keep the air out and shit. Her dad throws it out like in the trash. Damn. But luckily, he had balled it up to where the plastic was holding it still.
Yeah.
And it was right sitting on top of the trash. So I'm like, oh, you motherfucker.
Trash starter.
So I open it up. It's still good.
Yeah.
Didn't touch the trash. But his name is Enzo, the guy who, my father-in-law.
Yeah.
So that's the name of the sourdough starter. The named after the guy who unintentionally tried to kill you.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some...
That's good shit. That's a mom mentality.
That's definitely like a... Yeah.
It's more lore, dude.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like, it's a good little backstory for you, bro.
Was there any problem like getting that through customs or anything?
I put it in a plastic bag and I pressed it out really flat and I put it in the freezer.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We slid it in between like breast milk.
Yeah.
Not in the breast milk. But like it was
nice
frozen.
Spill over from the breast milk into the sourdough starter.
In a plastic
this thing
bag.
sounds active
so if you
and
looked
beautiful.
If you looked at it like long ways, I mean, it was maybe a millimeter long.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of put it in between.
Did you make pizza with it when you were in Naples?
No, I made bread with it though.
Okay.
Because I didn't have access to like an oven. I did eventually actually have access to a wood-fired oven in Caserta, but I didn't have dough made from it yet. I made bread with it. It was good. They got cool flour there, man. It's different than you go to like their store and you get like bread flour and it's just different. I don't know how to explain it. There's like little granules of, you can tell it's like real. It hasn't been like completely sifted.
Yeah, it's like probably stone milled by.
And they have sourdough starter in powdered form, mixed in with flour that you can buy.
That's nice.
Yeah, Levito Madre de Cigaro.
Dolce Vita.
Yeah, it works out great, dude. And then what did we do? Brought that back, and that's what we use as the pre-ferment for for everything, dude.
Why'd you want to do sourdough, man? It's like a pain in the ass.
Dude, it sucks. I want to die every day.
Yeah, like especially like coming from like Neapolitan, which is just yeast.
In the winter, it is like a whole different beast in here. It's kind of easier, kind of harder, because like you don't have to worry about it. Like that shit's not going to rise. You can just leave it out all day.
Yeah.
There's no like, hey, what's the cold ferment? I'm like, bro, we're in cold ferment right now, bro.
Yeah.
It's like wintertime, everything changes.
Do you feed your starter just once a day? Twice a day?
Usually it's once a day in the winter, and then in the summer I have to do it twice,
Yeah.
just because there's not enough. But I've got it dialed in now to where there's no discard, there's no waste. You know how much you're going to use, so you always make that percent more that you need for the next batch.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. And I'm an idiot when it comes to like numbers and all that stuff. So switching to grams, liters, milliliters saved my life, dude.
Yeah.
Looking like, what's a fucking pound of water?
Yeah.
What is a pound? I don't even know.
A scale is really nice,
Yeah.
especially with sourdough starter.
But just switching over to the metric
Milligrams,
system,
yeah.
I can't go back now. Yeah, I still don't know. People are like 16 ounces. I'm like, honestly, I don't know what that is.
I just said whatever the scale says.
Yeah, grams, grammage only. Saved my life though.
The summertime, we use sourdough starter too, and although it's a little rougher to work with, I feel like we get our best pizza during the heavier heated months.
Yeah, summertime, it's really easy because you don't have to worry about it when it's going to lift or anything. I got that thing,
It's juiced up.
But I'm pretty surgical with the times too, where it's like this recipe is going to be ready in 3 hours. In
Yeah.
the summer, that's like 100% true.
Yeah.
In the winter, it's like go check on it on the third hour.
Yeah.
But you might, it's a plus or minus of a lot.
Yeah, we start doing weird shit like leaving it out of the fridge for 4 hours while we fold, and then like it might still not be ready because it's still cold. So.
Oh yeah, so I'll like tell my guys at the end of the night, like the guy mopping up, put my dough back in the fridge. I'll have it out like all day, just sitting there because it's it's fucking cold, dude. The flour's coming in, the flour's 40 degrees.
Yeah, it gets fucking cold. It gets fucking hot too.
Oh, right now it's insane. Right now, like when you run the lines, the water lines, the first 2 minutes of water comes out, it's like 85 degrees.
Do you ice the dough?
No.
Damn, that's fucking hot.
Dude, so I have the walk-in set to 39.
Yeah.
And that's my lifesaver, dude.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, don't rely on that you can like rest assured it's going to rise in the walk-in. If I got water that's fucking 85 degrees and my dough's 80 and I put it in the walk-in, yeah.
At the end of the mix, how hot is it? If
about the same. Doesn't get
80?
that much hotter. Yeah. Through friction and function,
that's
it works.
fucking, because that is hot.
It's
how long is your ferment?
We'll do for the New York dough, like I'll ball it up and I'll leave it in the fridge for 1 day.
Okay.
Bring it out, temper it, it's ready to rip. The square dough, like we mix in the morning and we use that for the next day.
That's right.
But like my prep guy, he handles it now, man. It's bizarre having something so close to me. Like my ego's attached to it. It's so weird giving it to someone else and being like, you can do it too. To say I trust you's a misnomer, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I think you can do it, and he does, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that either when it comes to like a small
Letting go.
business. Just letting people do other stuff. I have that mentality that I can do it better and faster, and it's just it can be debilitating sometimes, that mentality.
Is that your ego or?
Yeah, I think it might be some mental illness too. But
Yeah.
it's like one of those. I've read about it, done some research. I think it's called Superman syndrome.
Yeah.
I'm here to. I'm the white knight that'll come to save all of you. But in the end of the day, like I really have that mentality. Sometimes it's fucked up.
I think a ton of people in this industry or anyone who's really great at something has this.
If I didn't fix the situation, I would change my mentality. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know, I can do everything better.
You what?
I can do everything better.
Yeah. I guess like how much? What's
pretentious?
What's the what's the percentage that somebody like if you do everything at 100%, where is everybody else at?
And in my defense, this whole operation is part of my livelihood.
Yeah,
and
of
part
course.
of like my whole face.
Identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't do that. They always say kind of separate it, but this is my own thing. 1010's my daughter. Bakeria is a word that my Italian friend made up. You know, it's like all me. So to have that mentality, that would be my only defense. Is like, hey, this is like part of me. This is why I'm here.
Yeah.
This is why I think that way.
Do you find it as crazy as I do that we put the best ingredients in our pizza, our dough, our cheese, toppings, fresh produce, and then we put pencil shavings on our tables called red chili flakes? What is a red chili flake? We found out about flat iron premium pepper flakes from a customer who actually brought us some. We were putting it on every slice we ate. It was gold. We were like searching for it like addicts in the back, just like, ooh, where's the flat iron? Where's the flat iron? There is no going back. When you pop these peppers, you are gonna know. You can smell it, you can feel it, you can taste it. The 4-pepper blend, which is actually the blend we have on every table at Hot Tongue, definitely has a higher heat level, and I'm a heat guy, if you know what I'm saying. It has the arbol, the jalapeno, the ghost, and the habanero. Spicy. They are liberating pizzerias from low quality pepper flakes. Flat iron pepper, you are going to know the difference. In here, real peppers from Italy. Let's go. Head to flatironpepper.com right now. Use the code PIE2PIE at checkout. That's PIE, number 2, PIE at checkout. And any order over $25 is going to get you a bottle free of the sweet heat. Put that sweet heat in your cart, and any order over $25, that baby's gonna be free. Do not miss this chance to upgrade your pepper game. Head to flatironpepper.com right now and join the Pepper Flake revolution. I mean, all that makes sense. It's opening a restaurant is a very personal thing. Obviously, so much of this is you.
And I saw last summer trying to scale up. It's not really... when quality's lost, like all it is now is a square pizzeria place. Like I could find there a dime a dozen everywhere. Everybody's got like a square pizza. It sucks, but if you're not doing high quality and you're not being a little interpersonal, you know, you're just as good as the next guy.
Yeah. So would you say that that you are what makes this place special?
I'm what makes this place satisfactory. You know,
Yeah.
I always, I'm pretty hard on myself, like when it comes to the delivery and like all the technical stuff that comes with someone having my pizza. There's always something I can nitpick. It's never perfect.
Yeah.
You know, it's like trying to find like the perfect wave. Finding it that's it. You're not going to get it. Finding it that's it. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but also like you do catch me as a guy that's like you know how good you are at making pizza too, though.
I just through comparison, I think that it's there's not a lot of people that are in this industry that are 100% in it for their ego. It just doesn't. You don't hear that a lot. It's hard to say that, but I mean, like, I'm heavily concerned with what people think about this restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's hard to separate that from just Michael Fitzick. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, is there a difference?
there's the father side.
Yeah.
Where like the kids are kind of like, they don't give a shit about the pizza. They don't give a shit about the bread. They'll eat it or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's nice to spend time with them.
Yeah.
They don't bring that up. They don't care. They don't say nothing. So you get to see that other angle of life with your family. But at the end of the day, those are mostly the only two lenses I view reality in now. And I'm fine with that. It's good. Keeps everything tight, man. Where I know what this place needs, and I know what my family needs, and I'm really trying to Goldilocks the two, dude. You'll never get it right, dude. Everyone tells me. I speak with the older kids. or the older guys. I speak with the younger kids who have families. You know, it's always like you're always trying, but it's never like I got it.
Well,
Nothing's
what
gonna
is
stay,
what is that?
too. Nothing's gonna
What
stay.
is that?
Too.
I got it.
It's like you're holding. Yeah, exactly. Like you're holding up this, you know, proverbial deck of cards. You're like, see, it's done, and you know, a little breeze comes through while you're holding it up. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's always like a process.
Well, do you love making pizza?
Yeah, I still have like a huge passion for just baking in general. Like if I had enough time, we would do a lot more. I have a lot that I want to do. But like I said, I want to keep my focus on the things that people come in here for. It's nice to have specials and to have new stuff, but you don't really want to deviate from the reason people come here, you know? That's like, I read it in some book somewhere. Not my mentality, but it's something I kind of filtered out of what I was reading. That, you know, it's good to have variety, but it's also, you have to stick within your, you know, realm of what people want from you,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, focus is a very important thing. You can get caught doing too much.
Yeah, if you turn your back on some of this stuff, especially the volatility of the square dough, bro, it's you're done, man.
Yeah.
A lot of this, there isn't a lot of little here, little there type shit. It's like, bro, it's fucking this today. You know, we get the feel of the vibe of the humidity and you know, how steaming hot it is and shit, and that's it, man. It's kind of like stick to this recipe. There isn't a lot of plus or minus to these recipes. Square dough, it's a pain in the balls, man. I don't recommend it to my worst enemy.
Yeah.
But it's a project of passion.
I think that like just pushing them out correctly and then like the proof time and then like really nailing it down with toppings and proportions, it's just like it's easy to create slop and throw it on some fucking dough and like it'll taste good, but it's a really hard pizza to execute.
Yeah, where like if I were to go the technical route and say, hey man, let's do like a chain of this place, and it's like, well, you gotta get a scale out and you'd have to weigh everything every time. There's nobody that's gonna know what 500 grams of sauce looks like. You know what I mean? Like it's, and you see in some of these big chains, bro, they got squirt bottles of sauce and the scoops weighed out, you know, so.
I do all that.
Yeah. With me, I mean, it's just me here. So it's kind of like, I've been doing squares for only about 6 years. So I got a good feel for what
Yeah, of course. Well, you're like, that's repetition and that's mastery.
Yeah.
You know?
And then there's like, I have a lot of like part-time help that comes in, and you see like they could have 25 years, 30 years of experience making, you know, our traditional American New York squares. Is like, it's this whole different realm, you know?
Yeah.
Like you said, it's very methodical when it comes to how much cheese you put on, how much sauce you put on. Even from the base of what you're doing, it's like, well, what pizza are you making? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing like a veggie pizza, and they ask for like, okay, go a little light on the cheese because we're gonna cover this thing in
very wet vegetables.
Yeah. And we'll hit it with a little bit of cheese at the end.
Yeah.
So everything's kind of equal. You making like a pepperoni, you know, go a little lighter on the cheese, lighter on the sauce. At the end, we can finish it with some pecorino and even it out. If there's a little blind spot, we can kiss it with some sauce. But you never want to go, hey man, just slop it on. You know, this ain't a fucking casserole, dude.
It's a balance.
You know, you could eventually, have like, it doesn't even look like a pizza. It looks like a 3-inch baked ziti.
Yeah, and then you cut into it, and your whole crumb structure is just fucked.
Yeah, and that's another thing. People with the square pizza, there's this mentality that the higher the hydration, the better the dough and the better the pizza's going to be. No, the right thing is like, what are you making the pizza for? Like, are you doing, you know, just a little bit of sea salt, some olive oil, maybe a little bit of like roasted garlic or rosemary? Sure, man. Let's do a fucking 100% hydration. You're going to have to sleep on that thing because you can't turn your back on it. You literally have a fucking dynamite in your hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, literally. And then at the end of the day, if you were to take that dough and it's super airy and there's this really high crumb structure and photographs great, now take that and make like a pepperoni pizza with it, with a little bit of hot honey and some pecorino and a little bit of juice from the pepperoni, and it all leaks into these crevices.
Yep.
And now go take that slice and buy it, put it in a box, take it home. Dude, you got a box of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's
a mess.
So there's this dance where we're not going insanely high. Like it's like 75, 77.
It's pretty high.
To some, they'd say, you're a pussy, man. Where's the 100% real focaccia hydration? And it's like, there's a time and place for that. If you're at like
What flour are you using?
right now, the special patent.
King Arthur?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was
it's
doing
a great flour.
I was doing like my own mix for a while where we were taking the Galahad, doing 30%. Or no, we were taking the Galahad, doing 70% Galahad and 30% Lancelot. And it was a good blend. You could use it for bread, squares, New Yorks, really strong, really good. And I'm doing the math protein-wise, and special patent is really similar to what we were trying to dial in. I didn't even know special patent existed in like 2018. I thought it was Galahad, Lancelot, and then they have like some smaller stuff. They renamed the stuff that is sold in the market in like
That's like the shit that's sold in the grocery store though. Isn't it like the red or blue bag? Yeah.
So it changes names
Yeah.
if you go to the store. It's red or blue, and then when you buy it from a food service vendor, it's the Knights of the Round Table. It's like you can't make that up.
Yeah.
But when I did the math on the protein and where it's actually coming from, and yeah, we basically got good Midwest flour that's consistent that I like. You know what I mean? And again, I've tried the organic stuff. Around here on this island, with the bay being 3 blocks that way and the ocean being 4 blocks that way, having organic flour is not the best idea. Albeit it's great. I like it. I can't tell a difference flavor-wise. I don't really notice any quality differences. Also, it is a breeding ground for just not great stuff going on in the kitchen. In a good way, they still have all of the natural proteins from the harvest. They also have like a bunch of eggs, in that flour too. So I've had weird
Eggs.
Yeah, larvae.
Damn, in the flour bags?
That's why the flour gets treated so that they don't proliferate. We've been eating fucking bug eggs for 20,000 years.
Yeah.
That's not bad for you. It's bad when they hatch.
Damn.
Weevils. I've had, with organic flour.
Interesting.
And luckily it wasn't in my restaurant. It was before when I'm testing out flours.
Yeah.
And, you get a bunch of really high-end stuff, and it was great. I loved it. I learned a lot. And, I learned a lot, too.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is why you don't see this everywhere.
That freaked the shit out of me, dude.
But I can't imagine guys buying like 20 cases of that. You better go through it quick, or you better have a good place for it with a lot of
We use organic
ventilation.
flour. I've never seen larvae.
You never seen weevils or something? Get like a plastic bag, poke just one hole in it, put some flour in there, zip it up, and then just like keep it somewhere nice and warm.
All right, I will, but I'm going to do that.
And then like later you got some new friends.
Oh my God, dude. And it's only with organic flour?
Yeah, because I've never seen it. I've seen it with organic flour, and I've seen it with
What organic flour are you using?
what I was testing back in the day was Lindley Mills.
Okay.
And what was the name of the other one? Oh, you'd have to give me a sec. It's a girl's Janie's Mill.
Okay.
Dude, they're fantastic. Lindley Mills from North Carolina. They have like a full array of stuff. The only problem is they don't sell to distributors just yet.
Yeah.
So there was like just that freight charge where it's like, it's one of those things where you might want to order a shit ton of flour because the freight charge was like $2,000.
Yeah.
It just kind of works out where it's like, all right, I don't have a distributor. I don't have to deal with anything. You know, I just buy directly from the mill. And yeah, that's where I learned about the larva.
Boll weevils.
But then also, it's not just them. I mean, Janie's Mills was amazing. Some of the best flour I've ever used.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, there was even bags of organic nut mix. I was soaking it and mixing it into sourdough to make like it was like a multi-grain loaf that had the nuts inside.
Yeah.
Even that, dude. Bunch of weevils in those motherfuckers. Because if it's organic and it's not sprayed and, oh, God, what a fucking nightmare. Weevils, I mean, they're a pest.
Yeah.
So you could eat them. They're fine. It's just kind of disgusting.
Dude, I gotta see it. I gotta see it. What does a weevil look like, dude?
It's like
larva?
a long black bug.
Since 2021, I've had the privilege of consulting on projects across the country, helping operators fine-tune their dough, systems, and everything in between. I take it seriously because I know what it's like to build something from scratch. It can be terrible and lonely. Plenty of folks reach out just to talk shop, and I'm always down to share what I know. But if you're ready to take things to the next level, the next step of improving or launching your business, I offer a full menu of consulting services from dough doctoring to dialing in your systems, policies, and workflow. So head over to alexkoons.com to get in touch. Let's build something together. Better pizza for everyone.
I feel like it's part of everything because they're all over, like the bugs' eggs are all over the grass, and that's pretty much where all the nutrients that goes into like cows for the milk that make our mozzarella. So like, dude, wherever you go, the end chain link is something.
There you are.
Someone's eating bugs.
What kind of mozzarella do you use?
We have the Wisconsin Grande, sir. Grande.
Oh, okay.
The best of the best.
Using the Grande.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really. That's something.
Are you 100%er?
Oh yeah, we don't cut that shit.
All right.
But like, I noticed that back in the day with the Trattoria, where they needed to do, they had a catering order for like 18-inch pizzas, which was highly unorthodox of that place. But it was like a car dealership across the street that, you know, they got like $300 that they want to spend. So we made them, and they used the shredded grande that they used for the baked ziti. They would never put it on a pizza. The Neapolitan place, it was always getting the ovellini.
Yeah.
And so we would do that, and I remember we had like an extra one. It was like the best pizza I ever fucking had. And all it was the San Marzano with salt and the shredded grande whole milk. And I was like, dude, this thing. And it was one of those little mental notes. Hey, this is like back in the day. I'm like, hey, if I ever open up a pizzeria, we're going to use shredded grande whole milk. This is the best fucking pizza I've ever had. It was good, too.
It's good. You literally, your neighbor is a pizzeria.
Dude, he bought this place. My pizzeria, the building, is owned by another pizzeria. Today, I write a check, my rent, to another pizzeria.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's bizarre, dude. It only happens to me, shit like that.
Dude.
I'm serious.
Weird
shit. He's cool, though.
He's a cool guy?
Yeah, he's like, he's a pizzeria owner, you know, like second, third generation. But he also is a property owner as well. I feel like when we talked, everything was really cool, mad straightforward, straight shooter. You know what I mean? He's a business owner. That's all it is.
Yeah.
He sees me as, I mean, it's an investment, not direct competition. I'm gonna be honest. That place is kind of different. He does like, he's got cheesesteaks, subs, salads.
Yeah, it looks like
Like if you had
pizza.
but if you had like a party for 10 5-year-olds, I would literally tell you, bro, you might just want to go over there.
Yeah.
Because for me to feed those kids, first off, they're not really going to respect like my 16-month aged Parmesan Reggiano and my cave-aged DOP Taleggio.
Yeah.
They just want fucking pizza. It's going to cost you like $500, and you know what I mean? So there is a place for those types of places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these kids don't need to know my philosophy on fucking fermentation.
Yeah.
It's a party of kids. Let's go. And again, he owns a lot of properties too. So he's a property owner. That's how I'm dealt with. It is just a fucking weird situation.
Yeah, that's
dude.
crazy.
Luckily, I got another like 7 years on the lease, and then
Why don't
I'm
you open
either
a
going to retire or die. That's what I'm thinking of doing. That's like that was like, what's your 5-year plan? I'm like,
die or retire?
yeah. Which
Well, that's
I tell them that take a seat.
that's a good one.
Yeah, I think it works.
Why don't you open up one in Margate?
Oh, that would be cool, man. It would have to be something small. The next thing I'm gonna do is like a tiny little place, like yeah.
I mean,
know.
this place is pretty tiny.
This is small. This
Even
is like a little
smaller?
hole in the wall, like a little 2 fryers and like a madman and just kiosks. You know what I mean? I seen it work.
I think Margate would love a spot like this.
And then there's like a lot of other ideas I have that I think don't need to really spur off from this place. Like if it was a once a month dinner club.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like this isn't it's not shoehorned in or something, or it's like, wow, there's like a continuity error between this quality of pizza and this dinner. It's like, no, everything's kind of works out. It meshes well together. And there's a lot going on in my head, bro. Like there's even non-pizza stuff related stuff in my brain too. But just things.
Get you on fry. Get you on saute.
Oh God, no. But like, I'll be honest, to do it once a month, that's cool. Like run the burners,
Yeah.
work the top. But yeah, dude, to do that 5 days a week, no, bro, I want to die. That shit sucks, dude.
There's a new Italian restaurant like Marina's.
Oh, Martinez.
Yeah,
that place was previously Puglia. That's my cuz, dude. Jenny.
Really?
Gennaro. Yeah.
It looks fucking fire.
I don't know what the fuck happened, bro, but it went from it was a nice, again, that same model, trattoria,
Yeah.
kinda homemade, to like they must have got a liquor license.
No,
or
it's all BYOB, but it looks like Sorrento up in there, dude.
Okay, so at the end of the day, I could do that. Just give me like $250,000. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It'll be gone in 3 weeks, But boom, there you go. So I just remind everyone, this business will suck all your money out unless you pay for yourself. So pay for yourself first and then take care of the business.
So wait, pay yourself first.
Pay yourself first, because if you don't pay for yourself, the business will suck every penny out. Like, honestly, you could give me $250,000,
Okay.
this little tiny spot, and it will be gone in 3 weeks. It'll be all invoices of like flooring and, new fridge or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? New, bigger walk-in, double door, delivery, golf carts.
A golf cart just to hit the boardwalk.
No, delivery on the golf cart.
Oh, okay.
Like, that seems to be the ticket around here. Something I'm learning, where it's like you want to jump up a little percent, got to make a little sacrifice with, I guess, delivery. But I don't want to, like, have the quality go down. I want to have a really tight-knit little zone. You know what I mean? Hey, man, it's on a golf cart for 4 minutes. It's not like I'm handing it to some glue sniffer that just held up a phone to me and just said DoorDash. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
We're like,
yes,
wow,
I do. But
I'm sure the quality is going to be super high after you take it in your fucking Nissan that has a dog in it. And you blow a snot rocket in the street as you leave, bro. Can't make that up.
All right, you're right.
Can't make that
You're
up.
right.
That really happened.
But
And then answering your phone and taking a deep breath like, oh, man, what's up? I'm working. I'm like, bro. What? No, you're not.
oh man, that's a good take. What I was gonna say is at least squares deliver well.
Yes, there is one thing with these. They travel well, and they last forever. Like when we're closed in the winter, Monday and Tuesdays, or when we used to be closed Monday and Tuesdays, you take home some pizzas on Sunday night, and it'd be like Tuesday evening. It had been like 3 days. Throw it in the air fryer with a little water on top. Woof. Maybe better than fresh.
Dude, I love a reheated square.
And then the tomato pie, forget it. after it's cooled down, it's like, no, now it's ready.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Eat
better.
that cold.
It's better this way.
Yeah.
The only one that's good, what do you call it? The only one that's good cold is the tomato pie. And the one that loses its magic pretty quick, obviously, the garlic, basil, fresh mozzarella. Right out of the oven, probably one of my best pizzas. Real basic, simple, but like fantastic. In 4 minutes, though, everything's just like divided. You know what I mean? In the beginning, everything's kind of all together, and then, you know, but other than that, yeah, squares, they hold up nice, dude. Like a square pepperoni slice 2 days later, ooh, banger.
Banging.
In the air fryer, in a dirty air fryer.
Like some chicken nugget residuals in
Yeah,
there.
there's all that you cook something
Uh-huh.
for the kid and you didn't clean it afterwards. You're like, all right, get a little chicken.
Nice. Little flavor saver on the bottom there.
A little bit of like fish, you know, like
Nice.
the fish sticks. It's good.
Before we end this, your Instagram. Do you like Instagram? Have you fallen out of love with it? And then
Yeah.
why did you change? Why is it no longer Pizza Jew?
So in the beginning, there was that old Instagram where it was like, what was it, the Fat Jewish?
Yeah.
And so I wanted to be the Pizza Jewish.
Yeah.
Right under him. He said, bro, that's not available. Pizza Jew's available. And I was like, bro, that's even better than the other one.
Yeah.
You know, they give you the recommendation.
Yeah.
Like Mike's not available. Mike 123 is.
Yeah.
Pizza Jew's available. I was like, fuck, dude, that's better than what I was thinking. So I said, we went with that for a while. I changed it right after I went to open up in Philadelphia, just in lieu of like a more professional like appearance. The same reason why I changed my email to like a professional email versus my old one, which was Purple Haze 4769 at like at aim.com.
Nice, old
They're
school.
like, what fucking psycho? And you're trying to take out like a loan. They're like, I'm not giving that guy a loan. He's got an AIM account. So you switch over to like, hey, here's at gmail.com. It looks more professional. Same with like, that's how it switched. Mike Fitzick. Rolls off your tongue too.
Yeah, and I guess like that's the brand you're building.
Exactly.
You know,
And
it's not like
yeah,
this place is called like Pizza Jew or anything.
Nah, exactly. It wasn't like, oh, I had to rebrand or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a name for my catering company. Like it was originally just the LLC, you know, Dishi.
Yeah.
For the longest time. And then, when we reopened, we changed it.
Do you like posting?
Oh, so yeah, about that. Like in the beginning, I was trying to like show people, like showcase my work. It was like part trying to get followers and trying to get recognition and merits for like my accolades. But then it was also part of like having a portfolio. Because at the time, I didn't really have a fucking job, dude. I'm doing catering, but I'm also selling myself a little more than I thought I was worth. Kind of like, oh, I don't need your money. They're like, no, I'll give you more, you know, and you're like, maybe, you know. So it was one of those things where I'm kind of in limbo, and I was trying to use that to make money. And eventually with the pop-ups, I actually started to see money come back. And again, to this day, I've never spent a cent on advertising. I've never gave anybody money to sell my stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the organic content is better. I originally noticed that people really enjoy behind the scenes, but there's more to it than that. It's not so much behind the scenes as it is there's a real person here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck about Chick-fil-A. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck that place. It's a boring place. I'll eat it. It's cool. But, like, let's follow around the fucking janitor for a day. That's what I'm interested in.
At Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, bro. What's fucking going on behind the scenes? I want to see some weird shit.
Yeah.
That I'll watch all day.
Yeah.
So that mentality, I think, transferred over to like how people how they follow me online, where it's like, oh, this is like a real view through the lens of a psychopath.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does today.
Well, it's nice too because you have like giving back with recipes and like how tos and like
there's
you're
really
not a
no-
gatekeeper.
There's no gatekeeping
Yeah.
involved. And at the end of the day, like I could give you all the recipes, I could give you everything, I could show you all my stuff, but you're never gonna be me. It's just gonna be you're never gonna have my style.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be, hey, that looks like Bakeria 1010s, and then you
Yeah.
say, oh shit, well, or something like that
Yeah.
along those lines. I remember Mike did something like that, but
Yeah.
you don't want to get too lost in that mentality, but that's what it is. Like, take what I give you and do your own thing with it, and people will really respect you for it as long as you stick with it and stay consistent. But don't copy people. That's like goes without saying.
I feel like a lot of people start with imitation.
Imitation is great.
And,
You know what I mean?
And then you find your way.
Put your own style into
Yeah.
it. And again, it takes a long time. It's not like you originally are be like, this is going to be my view and everything. It's going to be like, I'll take this original baseline where it could be like a recipe or a philosophy or a concept, and then eventually build off of it to where it's my own thing.
Yeah,
Takes a while.
I've stolen a lot of things through the years.
Oh my God. Like all my stuff is, you could go look at another pizzeria and be like, oh, you piece
That's
of
where you
shit.
got it from, yeah.
Like, well, I renamed it at least.
Yeah. It tastes better.
And again, like,
Yeah.
there's only, so much that you can like
Do with bread, sauce, and cheese.
and develop it to where it's something that is serviceable and sellable. That sounds bad, but in the end of the day, like, that's the same with like a guitar's only got 6 strings.
Yeah.
You can do a shit ton of stuff, but I'll be busy all day with it. But like, we can't really deviate too far back and forth,
Yeah.
What else were we talking about? I forget. What time is it, bro?
No, I think that's a good place to end it, dude.
That's it.
Let me do this one last question. Because of where you're at, and this is like heavily a vacation spot, people are coming into town. Do you have to do a lot of education when somebody walks in here? Because this isn't
Yeah.
Manco.
Yes.
This isn't Chelsea's. This
Yes,
is like
it's not like
very
you're not
different
just
thing.
Like pointing at stuff
Yeah.
you already know. Every girl has gone through the spiel. They put their own personal spin on it, but for the first training period, I'm just behind them like, that's not true, or something where it's like, yeah, they're still getting their flow or something. And
Yeah.
it's like, prosciutto, no, that's not ham. Looks like ham, but it's not. It's fucking 4 times the price of ham.
Yeah.
That's so there's like a little education, and I don't like it to where it's like too kiosky, not kiosky, but like too much signs everywhere. Like there's like I like just a minute of interpersonal. Let's run through it.
Yeah.
It's only one time. You don't have to like do it again the next time they come through.
Yeah.
And again, there is a bunch of weird questions you get because my pizza sells out in a place where they kind of demand availability. You just get weird questions like, do I have to order this pizza like beforehand? I'm like, what the fuck else do you want to do, dude? Do you want me to give you the pizza and then you order it? That's insane.
Yeah, but people will always find a way to ask terrible questions.
So I'm like, yeah, you got to order it before. They're like, all right, let me get a pizza plain. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's the old generation that kind of doesn't get it, but some of them love it.
Yeah.
And I love them for it. There's a couple that are like, I grew up, the white pizzas, the garlic, and the regat from Giuseppe's down the road. That's how he's done it for 23 years. I'm like, who the fuck is Giuseppe, dude?
Dude, there's
What?
a lot of Giuseppe's.
I got like 3
Regatta,
white pizzas.
dude.
I got like 3 white pizzas. They're all like highly curated. I
Yeah.
like source all the ingredients and,
Like, what is that? That's a mushroom.
Yeah, no, I need normal things.
Yeah.
I fear change.
Yeah. Well,
I do have the plain, sir.
yeah.
Not too hot though. My tongue's a little tender. You're like, oh Jesus fucking Christ! I got a little,
You got any salt?
yeah, a little man boy, bro. The hell. And then I'll be putting olive oil, hit it with a little Parmesan, fresh basil. Even my plain slice, everything gets dressed. Nothing goes out untouched. I don't need any of that frou-frou stuff on it. I'm like, bitch, you're fucking paying for it. What do you think the Parmesan wasn't? Here, take your slice.
He doesn't want the frou-frou.
$4, sir.
Yeah.
None of that frou-frou stuff. What the fuck, dude? I'm like, what? I get it.
I hope you enjoyed that episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much.